Hey guys, everything's so awesome.
This show's gonna be awesome, guys.
Whoa, I feel so small today.
You look so yellow, Steven.
Naruto, is that you taking a selfie again?
Hey,
Hey, who's that woman in your room chained up?
Wait, we're not supposed to show that. Will somebody want to spin the Wheel of Fro? It rolls too.
that's amazing.
Well, so I come out of my office today, hearing these guys talk about something, and I just think they're just bullshitting. Like, oh, we should make something Lego room. And no, Dan decided to
Legit
made the Fro
a
my
real
loft.
model, like a blueprint of your whole loft. It's crazy.
There's a rolling Wheel of Fro. Not only does it spin, it rolls. There's my
wheels.
piano.
Yep.
It's got my kitchen. It's got Todd. It's got a drone with only three rotors.
And it's got a gimbal on the drone. It's so detailed.
Dan, what'd you get? What, you have ADD, bro? Why don't you get up to Todd's mic and tell us why
Seriously.
you did this?
Yeah.
Come on, asshole.
Dan did this all last night,
I'm
by the
talking.
way.
Here, come right here.
Should have been editing.
Right here and talk. Right here. No, come over here.
Should have been editing.
I should have been editing. No, I actually had all of these from when I was younger, and I took the time to make the broken drone that Todd broke. That's why it has 3 propellers.
It's not broken anymore, asshole. I bought a new blade.
I made Jared's cluttered office shelves are in there.
There's lenses on it. There's cameras on it. It's really
If
detailed.
I had anything that looked like cardboard, you know there would be a pile of it.
And the best is that your office has like a pink computer, like flowers, all kinds of girly stuff.
Is my Herman Miller there?
Herman Miller's not there.
Fail.
I did the essential details, and then I stopped, and that took too long already.
No stoplights. Fail.
You know what I think my favorite part is? He actually has a slider where the camera actually does slide in Lego form.
Yeah, the entire grid is there. Like there, we
Yep.
have the 2 Kinos, the big ones we have.
Glad you took the time to do this. Where's the Lil videos, dick face?
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Let me do my intro, and Dan's gonna remove this. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. Welcome to RAWtalk episode number 201.
201.
As we creep towards 209. Do you need help removing this?
Legos for life, son.
Do you need this thing?
That's broken.
That's broken. That's broken.
Definitely broken.
Last time you're ever gonna see this. No pickup
That is
shots.
snapping in half.
That's broken.
Careful.
And there go the Kino flows, and then my woman the woman chained up in my bedroom.
Has left again.
That was
just-
the best addition.
She just
right
hanged
there.
herself.
And then Naruto taking a selfie. I love that one.
Naruto taking a selfie?
Naruto taking a selfie.
Yeah.
And he had the GoPro up there.
Yep.
It was
That
awesome.
is pretty insane. I didn't expect to see that. And
Well, we'll see more Legos later in the show.
maybe. That was funny last week. That was definitely funny.
So funny.
So I didn't even know what you guys were out to lunch yesterday. Didn't even know that Dan did some extra work in the video editing stuff, like recalls of
Glad
me
you watched.
saying
I'll talk.
hashtags. Are you keeping track of hashtags today? Hashtag Dan has too much time on his hands. He should be editing videos.
Exactly. That's
Exactly.
a good one. That's a good one.
Hashtag Dan stop being so Lego. Dan get to work and stop Legoing. Anyway.
End of the show, you're not going to remember you said any of them.
I didn't say any of that.
Exactly.
I didn't say any of that. It's not true. It was just locker room talk. Too soon?
Nope. Welcome to Locker Room Talk, episode 201.
Hey guys, so you want to go grab him by the biscuits later? Oh, jeez.
Phone call.
Hello there, son bitches. Just wanted to let you know, check in. Wish you, Jew, a happy Yom Kippur. Wanted to let you know that. As well as I'm on the campaign trail, I'm actually going door to door trying to grab votes. I'm just grabbing votes wherever I can. So, like right here, here's another vote I'm gonna grab. Ma'am, can I grab your vote? Thank you very much for that. Don't even really like to ask. I just grab votes. I grab them all from my Lord and Savior, Donald J. Trump. So happy Yom Kippur, Jew, and goodbye.
You know, one day Meredith's daughter is just what if she got grabbed for her vote? What would Meredith have to say about that? Did he grab his daughter for the vote?
Phone call.
Oh my God, I wish you would leave my dad alone. You're such an asshole. You guys are so rude and despicable. What happens behind Taco Bell stays at Taco Bell, okay? Goodbye, Jew.
Wait. Did we just make a connection there?
What?
Did we just make a connection there?
Wait, is Meredith's
Becky?
daughter?
I think we need to call Maury Povich.
Rebecca? Taco Bell Becky?
I don't know.
Same
I don't know.
person?
That's weird.
Unbelievable. All right, so I'm going to announce something here.
Oh. You all right?
That wasn't it. Here
Fro
it comes.
ball.
The mega huge JIGUNDA giveaway 2. That's right. This year I'm doing the mega huge giveaway JIGUNDA contest again, where it's free to enter, no purchase necessary, where you can win your choice of a Canon 5D Mark IV, a Nikon D810, or other by the time that this ends January 31st.
Yeah.
If they release a new D810 model, that will supplant this one. And the Sony A7R2, if Sony decides to
camera.
replace that soon, then when the contest ends, you'll have that choice. Or your choice of glass in the value of the camera for your system. So you can go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/JIGUNDA-2. The link's up on the screen, something like that. But I'll be doing a social media push through email, through Facebook, through all that stuff, where you get more entries by sharing it out and liking my social media stuff. As always,
Sharing is caring.
There is no cost of entry. It's free to enter, so you might as well do that and share it. The more people that enter, the less chance you have to win. That's actually true.
Phone call again.
And don't mind, just don't even ask to enter. Don't even ask anybody. Just enter the contest. No rhyme or reason. Just do what you want. Goodbye, Jew.
So good luck. It's going to end. It's running until January 31st, 2017. Just like we did last time, it ran for a bunch of months.
Yep.
So you have a good opportunity to share it out. The more people the more friends that you have enter equals more chances for you to be drawn to be on this Wheel of Fro, which will fill up the 16 spots again with names, and then spin it, and we'll get a winner, and they will get to choose.
Can we please do the glitter backdrop
No,
again?
that took too much time. Void where, and then you can break another background.
Is Maria
No.
coming this time?
I'll call her. Void where prohibited. Void where prohibited.
Crowns?
Contest rules do apply. I don't know. Legal mumbo jumbo. All right,
Put it on the screen, Dan.
let's get to photo news.
Photo news. Again,
Todd, try not to interrupt Steven
yes,
this week.
please. Thank you, as you interrupt me.
I won't.
Light news week.
By the way, Jared, I wanted to talk to you. Oh, sorry.
First up,
Did I mention the...
this one
sorry.
got announced right after we finished filming the show last week. Sony unveiled their A6500, an upgrade to their just released A6300.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
My invite must have gotten lost in the mail for
Oh,
that
the press invite,
that
yep.
Sony press event.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Sony.
Did you check your Lego mailbox?
Oh, no.
Dan, if you didn't put the Lego mailbox on there, that's why he missed it.
But the A6300, it's not even been out for a full year. It's only been 8 months,
Wow.
and they already upgraded this model.
That's insane.
Now, who knows? Maybe they're considering these two separate models. They're not.
I mean,
it
they're not
seems
too...
like that's an
it's a
upgrade.
progression, because what, it add a touchscreen?
It added a touchscreen here. Let me get into this. They're calling it the fastest APS-C mirrorless camera in terms of autofocus and boasting the most AF points of any camera in its category. Again, APS-C mirrorless. The A6500 comes packed with 425 phase detection AF points, which, by the way, is the same as the A6300. They also called that the fastest camera at the time. Now, notable changes include Sony's in-camera 5-axis steady shot IS. This is pretty big. This is the first APS-C camera to house it. I think a lot of their A7 series have this.
I almost said something
Full frame.
insensitive, but I'm not going to say it.
It now also comes with a touchscreen, like you said, which can be used as a touchpad when shooting to change focus points, but there's still no physical joystick. My only concern would be, would your nose mess it up? Or you have to slide
Steven,
or something like
are
that?
you asking that because I'm Jewish?
No.
What
Yes.
the
Just
hell,
In
Steven?
general.
Yes.
I can't
People
believe
with
you
big
went there.
noses.
Why would you ask him that on Yom Kippur?
It's Yom Kippur. I shouldn't even be doing this right now.
I know.
So
I
the
should be fasting.
The buffer is also increased.
Well, let me answer that question.
Yes.
Because I have
big nose?
the D5500. I had all those cameras. When your eye is up to the camera, it deactivates the screen. And also,
So it's only when you're like holding it.
when it's away from you and
Holding
you
it
start
like-
touching stuff. Yeah, I've never had the problem.
I'm saying to switch focus points though. When you're holding it up, switch focus points instead of a joystick.
Well, that's just. Well, I don't think
trackpad.
you're going to hold it up to touch focusing points when you're shooting.
But it's supposed to be to slide.
Use your tongue.
Yep.
But the buffer has also increased quite a bit, going from 44 raw frames in a row to 107 shots.
It's an
pretty
asinine.
big. That's
It's
a big buffer.
asinine camera. I mean, asinine in a good way. The specs, they just keep loading it up.
And it's the same thing in terms of video, shoots 4K again. Now it does have new touch focus capability, again, because of that touchscreen. And the outside of the camera looks exactly the same, except it's a tad bigger because of the built-in IS, and it'll be available next month. Now, they did increase the price quite a bit, $400, so now it's $1,400.
Oh.
The A6300 will remain at $1,000 for the time being.
Speaking of $1,000,
The RX 100 Mark V.
There you go, Steven.
$1,000.
Nice.
Now, this one, they're saying it has the world's fastest AF speed, continuous shooting, and the most AF points of any compact camera.
Boom.
Again, this looks more like a refinement more than like a major upgrade. It has 315 focus points with the same sensor as before, so not much has changed with the RX 100 Mark V compared to the 4. And new features include a faster processor, jumping from 16 to 24 frames per second, still shooting.
That's a lot of frames.
Dude, for up to 150 raw photos in a row. That's a lot.
That's a lot of frames.
Courtesy of its new front-end LSI chip, which also has improved high ISO capability. They say this is a new, faster processor, which gives you that jump from 16 to 24 frames per second. And it'll be available later this month, again, for $1,000. Go ahead.
We reviewed the Sony RX 100 Mark IV.
Yep.
We took it up to New York City. One of our best reviews. Fantastic review,
That was
by
cool.
the way.
Best review ever.
Crushed it.
People
Hashtag.
still watch that review and talk about picking up that camera. Did that one drop in price
I looked today, and it's still $1,000.
until the other one comes out?
I assume until it's actually out and not up for just pre-order. So we'll
was a
see.
nice
Maybe
camera.
both will
It was-
drop.
it's a nice carry-around camera. Even Todd took it to Disney and didn't use it.
Now,
Hashtag crushed it.
I do hate when they market like 1,000 frames per second video shooting when it's like the resolution's terrible.
It looked cool, though, when we did it and we shot Eeyore with a Nerf gun.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using it for a really quick shot, but when you mix it into 1080p footage, that actually
But
looks
maybe
clean.
like 240 frames a second, or those would be better.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have a new third-party modified version of the Nikon D5500 being offered by Prima Loose Lab. It's called the D5500a Cooled. Now, the company created a special cooling system
Chill.
mount for the camera, hence the name Cooled, which they say reduces noise during long exposure photos, like specifically astrophotography.
Yeah, so why don't you pick a camera that actually already has great noise, ISO, high noise, and
What
then
do they have?
cool that.
They also have the D810A.
There's already the
specifically for-
D810A.
And Canon has
Canon
something
has
too.
the 5D astrological.
No, isn't it the 60 or something like that? I forget. They also note that cooled CCD cameras tend to have better performance with long exposure, so they wanted to basically
But
bridge
do they
the
put
gap
sunglasses on them?
and turn a DSLR into a cooled camera.
Yep.
Unlike cooled CCD cameras, though, the D5500A doesn't require a computer to use.
Speaking of something cool, remember Joe Cool?
Snoopy?
As in Joe
No,
Cool, the
Joe
cigarette
Cool, the
dude?
cigarette dude.
Yeah.
I remember back in
he's
elementary
my friend.
school having Joe Cool.
I was hanging out with him in Europe.
KOOL, the best.
when I was a kid, I remember going to school in a Joe Cool kids T-shirt.
Did you
never
use your,
smoked a
you use your
cigarette.
camel cash to get that?
I've never smoked a cigarette. No, I don't know where it came from. My dad always smoked Meredith's in a soft pack.
Did he?
He still smokes.
Does he?
Yeah.
Meredith's. I didn't even
Good
know
for
that.
him.
I didn't know that
need to
brand
hang out
was
with him
still
more
around.
often.
I used to throw his cigarettes out as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason, my mom used to smoke, they said, until the day she found out she was pregnant with my brother. And then she just quit.
Nice.
And she started again with you.
Clearly.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, my dad decides to continue to smoke, but he can stop anytime he wants.
That's
Whoa.
what he says?
He doesn't need to smoke.
Yet he smokes
Yet
all
you
the
smoke.
time.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
It's tough. It's
It is
tough.
tough.
I mean, it's tough to quit.
I've
It
never
really is.
smoked a cigarette, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
I was offered once. The kid's like, "Hey, bro, you want to have a cigarette?"
Hey,
And
you
this
want
was
to
in
be cool, bro?
junior high school.
Come
I was
on,
like,
just take a puff.
I was like, "Nah, man, I'm good." He's like, "All right."
All right. All right.
I enjoy my cigars though.
You want
On
to play
occasion.
doctor and touch wieners? Okay.
Where'd that come from?
You won't smoke my cigarette, but will you smoke my junk?
By the way,
That was good.
By the way, I have some pets here. Do you want to grab that? It's my little kitten. You want to grab him? You can play with him all you want.
Yeah, I mean, if you just play grab pussy, it's Mr. Miyagi over there. You can go grab him all you want.
I think we all played doctor as kids.
Back to news.
Cops and robbers. I played Christopher Columbus and Indians.
Jailbreak. Christopher
So
Columbus
you
and
killed
Indians.
all your neighbors?
Nah, it was cops and robbers.
Oh.
So the mod itself is a giant box that gets mounted on the back of the camera behind the swivel LCD screen and cools the camera up to 80 degrees less than the ambient temperature. And it features a top LCD that reads like the current sensor temperature, the desired temperature, the speed of the fan. They also remove the front filter on the sensor, replacing it with their own high sensitivity filter. And the new camera uses an anti-dewing system, so no moisture is left inside the camera.
Don't do it. So just as you're about to do something, it's going to go, don't do it.
Not cool, guys.
Anti-dewing. Anti-dewing.
The camera goes to take a picture of Jared. Not cool. Don't take the picture. Not cool.
So the modified camera, though, they're going to sell it for $2,400.
What's the point of this?
This is for astrophotography.
But what's wrong with the already astrophotography cameras that are out there?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking like the D810A, isn't that much more less expensive than $2,400?
No, I don't think it is,
Is
but
it
it's
more?
also not cool.
Well, it's not
Exactly.
cool, yeah.
Exactly.
But they say, yes. You can
Hey
get
guys,
these,
it's your friend Joe Cool.
you can get these long exposure photos, though, with much less noise than a
We got
standard
cigarettes and a
camera.
jacket.
Standard D5500, I should say. Now, the normal D5500 is only $650, so that's a huge price increase.
And by the way, that's a pretty good camera for
Yeah.
$650. May I add that I did a real-world review of that at Betty a Pizza?
And then the sample photo they did post shows significantly less noise at ISO 6400 with, again, the cooled version. Now, I am curious how powerful this fan is. If, say, when it's on, does that, have camera shake or anything like that? Will that throw the exposure off?
Well, let me check in with the developers of the Cool camera. Yeah, hi guys. The fan is actually a special type of fan that pulls the heat away from the sensor, but doesn't add any extra shake. Yeah, nerds.
So we've got the
Exactly.
next up, the historic photo of Abraham Lincoln's first inauguration in front of the Capitol back in 1861 is officially sold at auction for $27,000, $27,500.
So when I saw that, I thought to myself, should have bought it.
That's like a car right there.
I don't care. 27 grand for that history.
Chump change.
Money's no
That's
object.
nothing.
I thought
No,
about.
I'll
about
throw it out the window
270
when I'm
guides.
done.
Look,
Nothing.
it's an original photo of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
How
OG.
many are there that can only go up in value?
They said that there's about 3 of them in existence.
Well, I will find
That
the
are
other
known.
2 and delete them.
Now, this is one of the rare ones, again,
I
in
actually thought of
existence.
that. Like 27 grand isn't a lot of money for that.
Not for something that historic.
No, man.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
still a lot of money.
It's Abraham-
For a collector, that's not a lot of money.
I guess.
For Jared Polin, that's nothing.
That's nothing, Jared Polin. Chump change.
That's called Saturday.
There you go.
It's been a while since we had the money gun.
Cash cannon. I could have used that. I could have used that at the my friend's roast on Saturday.
Oh, that would've been
That's what it
good.
was. Can we run? Are we allowed to run some of that? We can run some of that while we're talking about it because it's all clean. There's pasties. They had pasties on.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was trying to watch it when you were sending it as I'm sitting on the couch with my wife and daughter, and I'm like,
Replay that one. Yep. Replay that one.
save that
Yep.
for
So-
later.
So here's a callback to last week. Hashtag ask first.
Oh,
Even though there
yeah.
were burlesque dancers
Lot
in
of
the
comments
house,
on that.
I asked them first. The girl's like, so we're gonna have burlesque dancers coming out. And she's like, so there's difference between strippers and burlesque dancers. They want you to hoot and holler because that makes them take their clothes off more. I was like, hashtag ask first. Am I allowed to take pictures of them doing their thing? And she's like, yes. I'm like, so you're verifying that it's okay that I take pictures and I Insta snap it? She's like, yes.
Yes,
I
creepy
asked
guy
one more
with an
time.
afro.
And I'm like, I'm just doing this for research. But I did
Is it
ask.
all right if I have my junk out?
I did ask if I could strip, and I did have I shoot all underwear.
Can I take
on.
my shirt off?
Can I also grab you?
Go ahead, Steven.
So this print was a 10 by 12 inch salt print, and this
Salt?
was mounted in 1861, sold last week by an auction house that's calling it a landmark in the history of photography and among the most impressive examples of early documentary photography. And the image is thought to have been taken by Alexander Gardner and is so rare in print, again, that only about 3 of them exist. And fun fact, you can actually see snipers in the Capitol building out the windows in this picture.
Shut the front
Because
door.
he was rumored to get assassinated, which obviously
Well,
later on
do
he
you
did.
know in one
This
of
is
the
right
photos,
before the Civil War.
Crazy.
one of the photos of the inauguration, you can find James Wilkes Booth.
Can you really?
What's his name?
That's not a Photoshop job.
I
or
was
anything?
saying James Earl Jones, but
No, you're right. James Wilkes Booth. Yeah.
Is it
The
J-
assassin.
it's
isn't
not
it John?
James. It's John
John
Wilkes Booth.
John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could see him in the
James
photo.
is his
Wow.
brother.
Now,
Ford
fast
Theater.
forward to current technology. There's a new online
Theater.
photo critic, except he's he only lives online. He's an AI bot named Keegan, dubbed the Photo Coach. Keegan was created by Regained and trained by professional photographers. He will critique your photo. This is artificial intelligence critiquing your photo, giving you both technical and artistic feedback when you upload a picture to this website.
Hate it.
Phone call. Is this Keegan?
Yes, hello guys. I'm here to start critiquing your photographs.
Sounds like Keegan met Joe Cool.
First one.
And Heidi.
Jared, let me look at this. I see you crush the blacks, up the contrast, as normal.
I think Keegan is Heidi.
It is. No, I refuse to go to the Nikon Palooza and sell t-shirts. That's bitch work for Noah, so goodbye.
Sucks.
So here's how it works. You pretty much just drag and drop a photo onto the website. Keegan will then give you feedback and rate the photo on a scale of 1 to 10.
Little do you know that they're stealing your photos as you drag them over, because in
Really?
terms of service, it says, we now own your photos. Nope. I'm just making that up. I'm just making that up.
He does have an online portfolio where he saves his best of the best that he's reviewed and critiqued.
Oh,
so
really?
maybe
I'd
they
love
do
to send him
kind of
dick
save
pics
it.
and see what he says.
Too small.
That's a big one there.
Oh, Todd Wolf. Small.
I'm gonna let that be.
But I'll link to his website over on our website if you want to see
FroKnowsPhoto.com/RAWtalk
how your photos are rated.
201.
201, yep. Then we've got a wedding photographer named Alyssa Stone. She got all her gear stolen out of a church pew, while shooting a wedding in Boston. Now, what's even worse is that it was
Yo, it was
stolen
Matt
during...
Damon.
It was Matt Damon. Stolen during communion, right as the bride and groom are about to walk down the aisle.
Is that when somebody eats a wafer of Jesus?
Exactly.
Did you know?
Body in Christ.
Did you
Body of
know
Christ.
that
Body
there
of
is
Christ
zero
given for you.
DNA found in those wafers? Science has detected that there is zero DNA in those wafers.
They're blessed, though.
The blood of Christ given for you.
Now, luckily, she had both her bodies with her main lenses on her at the time, so they weren't
Maybe
taken.
somebody ate him thinking it was the body of Christ.
Losing $4,000 worth of gear, including prime lenses, memory cards, a bunch of other stuff. She has since started a GoFundMe page, which has actually already raised her proposed $2,000 goal.
Oh, thank
Why?
God.
Now, I
Thank
don't
God.
know why she only did a $2,000 GoFundMe instead of $4,000.
Because Jesus will pay for the rest.
She was also only the second shooter, so the couple still got at least a majority of their photos that day.
My
fortunately.
first shooter is God.
But I'll post the video on the website where it's a video interview of from a local news station.
Yeah,
And she talks about her
GoFundMe.
experience.
GoFundMe, in my opinion, is not your insurance company.
I agree. I assume she didn't have insurance, obviously.
Yeah. So watching what I say, yeah.
Careful.
We'll release an app soon. As I stare down the camera. Got an app coming.
Awkward.
Oh, by the way, the name of the app is.
Fro Knows douchebags.
That's the name of the app. It's coming soon.
Then we've got British Army photographer Rupert Ferrer. He released footage of his time spent in Afghanistan where he was... he has first-person point-of-view helmet camera footage of him taking the term shooting photos, literally switching between his rifle and camera during the
This
video.
is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for pleasure. This is for fun.
Great movie. In an interview with
Choke yourself!
Photography.news,
Maggot!
he explains how war photography is his favorite kind of photography. War photography is easy as there's emotion and interesting things everywhere you look. All I needed to do is stay alive and take photos.
I mean, if that's all you need to do.
Wow.
That's all you got to do.
I'm
just
glad
stay
you
alive.
succeeded.
Yeah.
God bless him.
And he says, normally I'm the only one taking photos with a patrol, so every image is unique.
That is absolutely incredibly insane.
Yeah, scary stuff. But I'll link to the entire interview on the website. Dangerous job right there. Very cool video, too, how he's literally switching back and forth between, again, rifle and his camera. And he's getting in the way of, I feel like enemy fire.
Nailed it.
Crushed it.
Nailed it.
Crushed that. Crushed this.
that.
Yep.
Wait, could you hold it right there?
Nailed it.
Hold that gun, sir. Sir, yeah.
All right, guys. Everybody group shot. Wait, that's not the camera. That's all I got. Sorry.
Lens Baby released a new lens called the Trio 28, which is technically 3 different lenses.
They
in
have a new
one.
slogan. Just grab it by the lens, baby.
Specifically designed for mirrorless cameras, the Trio 28 simply twists to alternate to a different lens or effect, going from the sweet lens, which has a central sweet spot and focus, while blurring the rest of the frame.
What about the dude lens?
Then they have the twist mode, which gives you swirly bokeh.
Think about it.
Similar to a Petzval lens, and Velvet, which adds a soft dreamlike effect to your images.
Oh, is that velvet?
Ooh, silky smooth. The manual lens.
Just let your soul glow. Pop up the picture from last night, Dan. Just let your soul glow.
That guy's so good. That guy right there, he's so good. Everybody, that's Bobby James.
Or whatever the hell he said during Coming to America. How amazing is that movie?
Incredible.
Oh my God! And did you know Mortimer and whatever are in the movie? So do you know Trading Places?
Yeah. It's like
Which-
the same movie.
Done at Rittenhouse Square,
I
right?
ate there
Yes.
before, yep.
Okay,
Yes.
so do you know the two people, the rich guys in the movie?
Yeah.
Main guys.
Did you know they show up in Coming to America?
It's like the same
Oh, yeah, they
cast,
find the money.
almost.
They don't find they're the homeless people living by the river.
Yep.
That's right.
And he
Yes,
gives.
yes,
I didn't
yes,
know
yes,
that
yes,
until
yeah.
it was like a secret thing I saw online.
Yeah, yep.
I was like, holy
Hidden
shit!
little gem right
that
there.
was
Yep.
funny.
Yep, that's awesome.
For days.
For days. Plays for days.
That's $100. I love when he goes to get a haircut. He's like, done. $100. And Eddie Murphy played the white guy, the black guy, the black guy, the black guy,
Every
and
guy.
the white guy.
Aha! Aha!
Aha! I tell you, you can't come here and get a haircut for less than $20. The city is going to hell in a handbasket.
Is that your Jewish barber?
I don't have a Jewish barber. I don't have a barber.
That's true. You never get your haircut.
He goes to my grandmother's salon to get his haircut.
Here, Sonny.
You should get a fresh shape up or something though.
No.
It's hanging
Trimmed
down at the bottom.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't like
Your
what
one
she
side
did
always
last
just
time.
gets
Well, you go
longer
to
and
somebody
longer.
else.
It droops.
What I want to do, maybe I'll call Matt Beck and he'll come in and do it.
There you go.
I'll be like, dude,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, they film it.
Dude, get a hipster haircut.
No, I'm not getting a haircut. What I would do though, I would leave it fully poofed because what she did last time is she wetted it, and then I looked like my grandmother just left the salon.
It was
because it
great.
was fucking
It was the
horrible.
best.
No, too much. I just
shoulda-
needed
shoulda
to
had
come
it
in
made it
and just
blue.
get some hair shears and just do this.
It's the bottom. Yeah, it
I
is
will
the
say though,
bottom.
after like a month, it really looked nice and shaped.
But I don't like the original. I look terrible.
Yeah, the original looked really
I look
bad.
like a girl.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I do have the pecs of a girl.
All right, so this thing is manual, obviously. It's 28 millimeters with a fixed 3.5 aperture, and it comes in Sony E, Fuji X, and Micro Four Third mounts. It's available later this year for $280, and you can get full frame if you want. You can use it on full frame, but obviously it'll have some vignetting. But I'm sure all the Lens Baby users will love that anyway.
Vignet.
And then we've got one last news story this week. My favorite news story of the week, introducing I Shoot JPEG, a satirical video promoting shooting JPEG over RAW. Someone sent this on Twitter to us, and we sent it to Jared. It's great.
It's pretty funny.
The video title for this thing reads, in all caps, I Shoot JPEG, the video Jared Polin, Fro Knows Photo, doesn't want you to see. And this was made a couple months ago, but Petapixel just picked it up and posted it, so I figured I'd bring it up.
Say that again?
Petapixel posted it.
No. Petapixel did what?
They picked it up and posted it.
Petapixel picked it up and posted it.
There you go.
Petapixel picked it up and posted it.
There's a tongue twister.
Petapixel picked it up and posted it.
Crushed it.
Hashtag.
So this was made by photographer Taylor Jackson. The video shows him driving, having deep thoughts about shooting JPEG.
Well, if he did shoot raw, he would have a Porsche.
the video all shot
He
in
feels
black
very.
and
He
white.
seems like he's really sad and distraught by it.
He's like, just shooting raw. The JPEGs coming out of my camera are just so crisp and clean.
It's really funny.
And at the end of the
really
video, he
funny.
says, Jared is going to be so disappointed by me.
Nope,
That was the best part of the video.
not at all.
Crushed it.
It's
But you can see that video if you want. In
and then
full over on the
then
website.
it said, but he does shoot raw just in case.
There you go. Raw plus JPEG.
The majority of people would have no clue the difference between the JPEG and the raw. We know that.
Yep.
It's personal preference.
It was a funny video, though.
Sure. And on that note, that's the end of photo news. Crushed it.
Crushed it.
Hashtag.
Crush edit.
What comes up now? Gear of the week?
Every week, yep.
Okay.
Welcome to RAWtalk.
This every week. All right, so gear of the week, I bought something. I think it was $109 or
It's
something.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm actually the guy who bought that photo. So this is, I asked Richie what I should get. I'm like, Richie, I want to get a big power battery thing.
Huge brick.
We already have the RAV power for our phones, which
Mobile,
are smaller
yep.
and easier to carry. But I'm like, what if we ever need to power our laptop? So he says he has about 12 of these or something.
That's crazy.
It's just Richie. He goes through this shit like it's nothing. But for $109, you get this 32,000 milliamp battery. He said they used to do a 50, but it got banned in the United States or something.
What are ours? 20,000? 16,000?
I think they're 16.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Todd has the 20,000 one.
Todd's was newer.
The best of the best one.
Best of the
But
best.
so
Crushed
yeah,
it.
this one's
Yep.
from Power ADD.
This is the one that Richie recommends.
This is the one Richie
And
recommended.
He researches his stuff.
He said you could make it 19 volts or 20 volts. He says he makes it 19 volts. And then I bought this adapter right here, made in China. This is the one that you plug into your
Laptop.
MacBook Pro. And so Richie's recommendation is if you're going to use it on the MacBook Pro, make sure your MacBook Pro's at 100% if you know you're going to be on a long shoot. And then plug this in when the laptop's at 100%. It will power it longer than if you let it run down to 50% and try to charge it up. Because
That's awesome.
it doesn't have to use as much power to stay at 100.
Makes sense,
So
yeah.
that's his recommendation. So you'll get a shit ton of... I got this for us in case we go on the road or we just throw it in a backpack, a
Well, it's
bag.
good for that 8-hour flight.
Exactly.
You can't have your
Yep.
laptop on.
We go to
It's not gonna-
Australia,
yeah,
18-hour
exactly.
flight. That's going to be perfect.
Unless we fly first class and have plugs, because
Damn
that's
right.
the plan.
Crushed
to
it.
fly at least business class.
At least.
First
We're
class.
gonna use my points.
caviar.
Using my points, dude. I can get a first.
Hanges,
I can get
blows,
first class.
blows.
I can get first class to Europe. Sorry, to Australia.
Jared will be in first
No,
class.
we're gonna
Steven,
be- with
my
Steven
points
and
in the
I will be
back.
with the luggage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
In a
send
cage.
somebody back. Hey guys, could you send this back to them?
Send it back to the peasants.
No, when we do this, I have the points. I'm going to try and make.
Might as
a
well
point of
finally
it.
cash them all in, yeah.
Not all of them. I'm going to cash some of them in.
I'm sure that'll take a lot of them up, right?
Making
So
it
it's gotta be
rain with points.
A lot of points.
It was like 150,000 points, which
It's actually not that bad.
not for a $14,000 ticket.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Crazy.
But that may change because they said that all the stuff is changing and the rule. I don't know. I'm not just going to spend points just to spend it, but whatever.
So back to that battery brick, though. Does he think it lasts like all day during a shoot, or what
No.
did he say about that in terms of?
I don't remember. I don't have the
Okay.
exact
'Cause
thing.
I'm
He just said
curious
you'll
how
get
long it'll
extra
actually last.
time, like maybe an extra hour or two out of it before it starts really using the battery. Like it will use the battery, but maybe give you 2 hours at
Extra.
100%.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So 2 hours extra at 100% gives you an extra 2
hours.
Of course.
Thanks, Todd.
Yep.
I just realized that at the same time.
Exactly.
It's
All
so
right.
smart. So smart.
Moving on from Gear of the Week, let's get to the Flying Solo.
Yes.
Dave?
Oh.
Put your seats in the upright position and keep your opinions to yourself, because we're flying solo.
Thank you, Dave.
We need to get Dave. I texted him yesterday to get him back in here to do more of this.
Well, we need to just make a huge list of stuff that needs to be said first.
Whenever I go out in public, I just grab him by the pussy.
He needs to say that.
Yes, please.
Crushed it.
Viewer discretion is advised. If you don't like if you're easily offended, fuck off.
I think we actually might already have that one.
Oh, really?
Warning. Locker room talk incoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've got a whole bunch. We got a library full of, 50 or 60 different liners that
Well,
he
we
said?
have...
You just never use them.
Warning, put on your fucking earmuffs.
That's my favorite.
Okay, so let's get to Flying Solo. This is where I asked you guys for your Flying Solo questions on the Facebook and suggested that you leave them as video comments. And I
Yes.
would give priority to video comments. There's a good
Wow.
number of those.
Cool.
So what's going to happen when we get to the video-related ones, we will let them say it for themselves.
They know they're obviously going to be seen on Raw Talk.
I
No,
mean,
Steven, that's not why they uploaded videos,
They
so they
uplo-
couldn't be seen.
All right, number one, first question. Zachary Hayes. I just watched the guide to shooting DSLR video, which was great and very informative. My question is about frame rates. I understand the visual difference between 24, 30, 60, and etc. But what happens if you shoot at a higher frame rate and export render at a lower frame rate? Question mark. Does it impact video quality, you guys?
I think it just forces it to whatever you tell it to be.
Well, yeah,
Drops
your computer's
frames.
going to basically delete frames.
Yeah.
It's just going to take the frames out and then conform it to your 24
Yeah.
or whatever your timeline
Whatever your timeline's
is.
set to, your sequence.
The biggest reason to shoot at those higher frame rates is so you can get a better slow motion.
Slow motion,
honestly. Yeah.
That's it?
That's all.
Pick up the guide at FroKnowsPhoto. Go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/guides to see all of our guides and buy them. So I can buy more Abraham Lincoln photos.
Crushed it.
And so Morgan won't starve to death. #feed Morgan. Daddy, I'm not hungry. I don't know why you say that all the time. She does say
Does she? Does she listen to the show?
I'm not hungry, Daddy.
I hope she doesn't
why
listen to the
you say
show.
feed me? She's out shopping today on Yom Kippur, by the way.
Does she know you do this show?
Yeah,
she's been here when we've done the
before.
show.
Oh, yeah, she has been here.
Yeah.
Just sitting in the corner like, oh my God.
With my
It's so
headphones
embarrassing.
I'm gonna watch room makeovers.
The next one is a video from Adrian Hyde. Adrian?
Good morning, Fro Knows team. When you first started your YouTube channel, how long was it until you got a decent following? Thanks for your good work. Bye for now, Fro Knows team.
So how long did it take till I got a decent following? Well, I thought at 5,000 I had a decent following.
Hashtag
I
crush
thought
it.
I mean, that is a decent following
It
for the
is,
average
but then,
person.
then at 20,000 I thought I was the biggest thing in the world. Didn't actually think I was the biggest thing in the world, but I thought
probably did. I
yeah,
you did.
I got
Probably
20,000.
did.
Look, it was a steady progression to building the following and the brand. And you have to understand, I wasn't just building YouTube. I was focusing
Yeah.
on the website where there were more clicks back then on the website. And now there's less traffic to the site because most people interact in the social sphere.
Facebook.
And I don't worry as much about bringing them back to the site because if I can engage them where they're at, I might as well go for that.
Plus, it's not like you're doing like banner ads or anything really on the website.
Well, no, because banner ads are atrocity.
Dead.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Here's my banner ad.
David Davis. David_real passion. Hey, Jared, Stephen, Todd, and Dan. When you edit the real world reviews, how do you get the blurred background of photo when displaying the edited photos? Is it a plugin of some sort, or are you doing it manually?
I just do it manual. I scale it to the whole frame, and then I basically add a Gaussian blur on it and do it to like 60% maybe, depending on the photo, just as long as it's not distracting. And then throw up the regular photo in front of it and add a drop shadow, and then do a slow push in, and that's it.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I do it manually as well.
Aren't there plugins that take the video and because all the news stations use when somebody does vertical video?
I'm sure
they
there
do
are.
the same thing.
I've just done it
There
manual,
are
and I have a
plugins,
preset
and
now.
we were looking into it. I think when we moved to the studio, we might go and get uniform plugins
Yeah,
that
that's
will
what we need.
work across everything we do. But
Well, that makes sense.
But we both do it manually. It's just, but the plugins do the same thing.
Yeah, I do nearly everything manual in Premiere. I'm sure there's much easier ways to do half the stuff I do, but that's what I do.
Next question comes from Tobias Both.
Hey guys, how do you set up a price when you first time have to deal with clients to earn some money with your hobby and probably make a business out of it later?
Is that English?
That was German English.
We met him at the Germany.
He was
meetup.
at the show.
He was
Yeah.
wearing a bear, wasn't he?
He was.
He was wearing he was awesome. He hung out
Yeah,
all night
cool
with us.
dude.
I picked that because I loved his accent.
Yeah.
The question.
Pretty
he
sure
says,
he was in Die Hard, I think.
He says, "That's right. I know I look tired. It's late over here in Germany. It was actually late there in Germany. So I forget the question. What did he say again?
He said,
I think it was about how do you establish pricing and things like that at the beginning. And one of the ways that you establish pricing is you can search the internet to see what other people do, or what I like to do is figure out what my time is worth. If it seemed reasonable to me, that's what I asked for. When I first started, I'm like, you know what? $125 seems reasonable to go do this job. $215 seems reasonable to do this job. Base it off of what is your hourly rate. What is your hourly rate if you were working a day, an hourly job, and then figure out all the time that's involved.
Yep.
How many hours of travel? How many hours of discussion? How many hours of shooting? How many hours of editing? And then go base it off of that and just make shit up. And if it sticks, it works.
and it's going to vary from market to market as well. You got to know what your market will withstand.
Brett Nielsen.
Hey, Fro. This is Brett from Severance, Colorado. My question is kind of related to ethics in photography. So when I was in photo school, I had instructors tell me that men should not photograph the female nude. So just your thoughts on that, and how can photography majors battle that sexist attitude? Thanks, bro. Love all what you guys do, and I listen every week. So thanks, guys.
So that's a great question. I actually do have an answer for those teachers that say you shouldn't shoot the women naked. So how do you deal with that sexist thing? You shoot a lot of dicks. Lots and lots
of dick pics.
of dicks. Because if they didn't say you can't shoot men nude, so to stick it to them, dicks. Lots and lots of dicks.
I just think it's super bad. His whole drawing book.
just dicks.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, like no. I remember back in college there was the self-portrait assignment, and some girl decided to do her self-portrait nude.
Oh.
Yes.
So I just stood there and stared at it for a while. I'm like, oh, you don't shave?
Oh.
Kind of like our waitress yesterday.
Oh.
I didn't know you liked Furbies.
I was like, oh, look at that. And of course she got a good grade because the teacher, she was like, this is wonderful. It's like, if she wasn't naked, you wouldn't give a shit.
This is art.
This is art.
Yes.
Look, there's nothing wrong with shooting the female.
Pure, clean.
Female. Oh, dick pics.
Taking my self-portrait is what? Oh, sorry, guys.
There's nothing wrong. Like a teacher that's that ashamed of, I guess, the female form, because that's what it sounds like. That's not, no. Who are they to tell you
Just
what?
grab the pictures whenever you want.
Who are they to tell you what you can and can't shoot? Yes, they're your teachers, but seriously, I would shoot a lot of dicks in that case.
Yep.
Great
Grab him by
answer.
the dick.
Excellent answer.
All right, now let's get the question from Efris Alvarez.
Hey Jared, how are you? What do you think about the camera on the iPhone 7 Plus? And what do you think about the RAW editing?
First off, I really love the music going on in the background. Anyway, what do I think about the iPhone 7 Plus camera? Well, just released today.
Hold on.
And now, here's this week's Pluggy McPluggerson.
So, just released before we did RAWtalk today
Literally,
is
yep.
the iPhone 7 Plus camera real-world review.
Dual camera system.
From Germany, Berlin, Germany.
Yep.
Where we tested out. And I used in the title an enticing thing that says
Hashtag clickbait.
DSLR. Casey Neistat
Casey's
Neistat did a video the other day and acknowledged the clickbait in the title.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then went into...
He's great with that.
But went into the whole, as normal, if it delivers on the promise, it's not clickbait, it's a good headline.
No, I'm always satisfied with his videos. Yeah.
But he just
Not
used it
yours,
because he
but
said,
his, yeah.
my private Lear jet. And then he explained it that somebody emailed him and said they're moving a plane from Teterboro to Philadelphia. They have to reposition it. Would you like to take the ride? And so they basically flew
So
from
it wasn't
New York
actually
to
his
Philly.
private jet. So it
No,
was
but he
clickbait.
explained. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, it just
For the day.
It was my own Lear jet. Well, it was his own Lear jet.
Yeah, but to
for
me,
the
that's
40
like,
minutes.
okay, he bought a private jet. That's what that title means.
Soon.
Right, but then he owned it inside, which made it the deliverable of the anyway.
Technically, yes.
So
right.
Efris, the video is up. Go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/iPhone 7 Plus RWR, and you can watch the full real world review there. Download the raw files. There's 10 DNGs there for you to play with, as well as all the full res exported shots, and you can get my results. Is it a DSLR killer? No, never. You're not going to get a phone that's going to be a DSLR killer. I mean, almost ever. In the right hands, you can get quality results, and a lot of it comes back down to composition. The same things about photography. I talk about how it's good training wheels for somebody who wants to grow to the next level and maybe become a photographer. I also talk about the portrait mode because we didn't have the portrait
Yeah.
mode. It's actually still not out yet today.
Public.
It's
It's
in
in beta.
beta.
Yeah.
But there's people that are like, yeah, it's cheating. Nope, not cheating at all.
Yeah.
If it works, it gives you that effect. I don't care.
The only thing
So
is it'll
what?
be JPEG, obviously. So
And that's the other thing.
now I will say what's good about that review is that there's a lot of quick tips thrown in there too. It's not really just necessarily all about the camera or the dual lens system or shooting RAW. There's also just general tips on shooting with a smartphone.
So it's a little 5-minute portrait, a little bit real
Yeah, it's a little bit of
review,
everything.
A little bit of peanut butter in your chocolate.
Yeah, I think the review's great.
Yummy.
Came out really nice.
Yeah, good job, Steven.
You're welcome.
Hashtag crush it.
Crushed it. Crush edit too.
Next question, video questions, comes from Derek McPeak. Sandeep.
Yeah.
Hey Jew, I was wondering if the ISO quality on a D5500 is better than the ISO quality on the Nikon D3300. For example, if you have a Nikon D5500 on ISO like 800, will you have less grain than if you were to have a Nikon D3300 on that same 800 setting? Thank you.
Jew. Oh my god!
Perfect on Yom Kippur, by the way.
You know, it's funny when Todd says it, but I don't think it's as funny when just random people say it.
I love it when you told me the one day that somebody said goodbye, Judy, and you were like, "What the?"
in person. I had to think about it. I was like, what? So that's an interesting question. Will 800 ISO on the D5500 be the same as 800 ISO on the D3300, or at this point 3400?
Just get the D5500a Cooled version. You're set.
So
Chill.
they are different sensors. So I've always found that the D5500 series has the same sensor, I believe, as the D7000-ish series, which is different from what's in the 3300 series or 3400 now. So yes, I think you'll get cleaner images at 800 ISO with the 5500 versus the 33 or 3400. Well, at least the 3300, to answer his question.
Yeah, I've always noticed just whatever camera's newer, whether it's lower end or higher end, tends to have the better ISO capability.
I think the dirty 300.
What do they have? 3400 now, right?
I said dirty 300.
I like the dirty
300. The dirty 300 probably gets better pictures than the Nikon D2X did.
D3300 is a solid camera.
I have one on the shelf.
It's affordable. It's a good camera.
So good
Next
question.
picture.
Don't call me Jew again. Michael Scott Brulo. Let's get to his question right meow.
Hey, this is Mike from Penn State, and this question's for Steven. Why do you think it's okay to say crown? It's crayon. When I was in high school, I made this really cool video. I went around asking my teachers how you say it, and only one person, I repeat, only one person said crown. It's crayon.
Did he just say it's crown at the end?
No, he said crayon.
Listen up. If you live in Philadelphia, every single person says crown.
And when he went to school, he asked everybody in the locker room with Sandusky.
At Penn State?
Yeah, exactly.
Too soon.
Crown.
Hashtag. Next video comes from Mike Bargman.
Hey guys, Mike here from Chicago. Jared, you probably remember me. Don't have a question, just want to say thanks for everything you guys do. Last week you talked on RAWtalk about who's been listening since episode 1. Guilty. I've been listening and watching since you guys started, and I appreciate everything you've done, and hope you guys keep it up. It's the tips, the tricks, the reviews, the laughs. Todd, we got to go drinking again. So, hey, keep it up, and thanks a lot. Appreciate it. See you.
I had to think about what he meant, Todd, by the we have to go drinking again, but I guess every time he asks a question, you're like, oh, yeah, Mike Bargman, yeah, oh, college.
Oh, I thought he was with me when I fell off the bar stool.
No,
awesome.
he's
Thank
in
you,
Chicago.
Mike.
He was at RAWtalk in
Chi-town.
Chicago.
Yeah.
So thank you, Mike.
I went to the Billy Goat in Chicago and got shit-faced there.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. That's awesome.
David Gerton. Dave Gerton from Illinois. Question I would like all three of you guys, I put that in there from Philly, use guys to answer. So let's get his video.
Use guys
because I don't remember it.
Fro, Steven, Todd, my question is to all three of you. How do I, first starting out shooting for money, how do I determine or start setting the rates that I should be charging? What's a good starting point? Things that I should take into consideration that maybe a newer photographer just starting out wouldn't think to take into consideration when setting prices. Where do we start and build from there? Thanks, guys, and keep up all the good work.
You know, it's funny.
First off, start with less words.
No, what's funny is that's the same question that Tobias asked earlier.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize what Tobias was saying because I was infatuated by the accent. And then when we played it on the show, I was like, oh, I think I already have that question from this guy.
Yeah.
So, but David, we answered that earlier.
Rewind.
Cut back to that time where we did it.
We said this.
Joe Cool. Stephen Morgan, sup, Fro and team. Stephen from Knoxville, Tennessee has a question. Here we go.
My name is Stephen Morgan. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I was just wondering, how often do you do real estate stuff and like real estate photography, and also if you'd ever do like a 5-minute portrait? I know you have an older video before even where I shoot raw shirts on real estate photography, but it wasn't very in-depth. I was wondering if you'd ever do a more in-depth on how your process on how you do real estate photography.
Good question, and I remember that video very well. I was wearing a Phillies shirt that had my name on the back of it.
How old is that video?
Old.
Yeah, I don't think I was around for
that. Fro Knows Photo was around. It was just I wasn't wearing I Shoot Raw shirts yet.
Oh, wow.
That's when I used to take I used a camcorder to film myself for that one.
Yes.
With a screw-on wide-angle adapter lens.
Tape?
No tape. Just screw. No, it was
Did you have to capture everything?
No, it was digital.
Yeah.
It was digital.
2010. Yeah,
I think that was from Canon, and I don't think I ever returned that camera.
They sent it to you without having a following at the time?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, it's
nice.
because what happened is when I got the camera from Canon, well, actually a different camera from them back in the day, it was because we were shooting with Silvertide, and the PR person actually liked Silvertide, so they hooked us up.
Oh.
So that's how that worked. What was this question again?
Real estate photography.
If I ever do the real estate photography video type thing, maybe I'll bring in Mike Kelly.
Yeah,
we'll do an
I agree.
interview. We'll talk about his product because he has a product for that. And we'll talk about the pros and the cons of doing it. I've always found, I mean, he's high-end, so he gets really high-end jobs
Crazy
and does
high-end.
it. On the lower end, it's really hard to get a realtor to actually buy into what you're doing to understand the
value.
importance and
Yeah.
value of shooting it. There's, oh my God.
Everybody seems to be into the drone stuff, though.
Yeah, they're in the drones, but that's great for the outside, but it's all about the inside. And so I've always said this, if you're going to do real estate photography or offer it for somebody to realtors, it wouldn't just be photography. You would pop the drone off, you do an interview of that person in the kitchen
All
or
in
out
one
front,
package, yep.
out front of the house. You cut photos in there, you do a walkthrough. Even when I bought this place, they didn't have an actual video, but it was a video montage of photos with the realtor talking about the place.
I mean, you're initially doing the realtor's job. You are selling the house for them with
It'd
just
be awesome
visual.
if you had like a little 360 camera in each room. Like
Yep.
you could click through each room. Like if you're gonna do it,
go above and beyond.
Shut everybody else out of the business. Like
Yeah.
just do it in a way that nobody else is doing.
Just crush it.
Well, I mean,
You know?
that's what we do.
You just
so
crush it all day.
Just crush it every hour of every day.
We'll do it live. And guess what that is?
The end of Flying Solo.
That's the end of Flying Solo. Did you enjoy with the videos?
Yeah, it was cool. It was different.
I
liked
like
it.
the videos.
I like it.
And in the future, when you do videos, we'll probably keep them to 15 seconds of video. 15-second question.
And
keep
turn
it
your
quick.
music off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I like that, and I still pick some regular ones. But it's really cool to see you asking the question.
Yeah. More personal, for
It'd
sure.
be better if you took your shirt off when you asked the questions. But
Don't tell Tobias that. Tobias, next week. Another question for
no,
Todd.
wear your bear outfit, please, with
wear
no shirt on.
The hood. So what comes up next? Wheel of Fro?
Wheel of Fro.
Or memes?
Wheel of Fro, then memes.
Oh, it's time for Wheel of Fro.
It's time for Wheel of Fro.
Already?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do it.
Way to anticipate that, Dan.
Good job, Dan.
Good job, Dan.
Where's he going? Oh, he's grabbing his grabbing his mini Wheel of Fro.
Mini Wheel of
Thanks.
Fro.
And it wheels.
There it
Just leave
is.
it. No, wrong wheel, Dan. I hope it lands on blue this week.
Wait, which one's your bag? Is red your bag?
Yeah.
Go
No.
ahead, spin it.
There you go.
Hoya. Nice.
Oh yeah, there it is. Hoya!
Oh, big version.
All right.
The big one.
Let's go around the wheel. The first things first, you've got our video guide for all Fro Knows Photo guides. Go to froknowsphoto.com/guides. Then we've got Think Tank Photo. We use Think Tank photo bags. We even have my own Think Tank photo
Bought a
bag.
ton of them to Germany, yep.
Oh, which is actually over there on the wheel. I just sent them an email to ask if I'm allowed to sell them on Amazon because I would like to put my bags into the Amazon world so that it could be Amazon Prime.
For sure.
Why not send them 10 bags to have in stock spread
Free
out
shipping.
around the country
Yeah.
that I could direct people to do?
Yeah.
I'm also debating putting I Shoot Raw shirts there because if anybody else tries to sell
I
I
think you
Shoot Raw
should.
shirts online, if they try to sell I Shoot Raw shirts, we just send them a trademark takedown.
Gotcha.
Because
Make Noah beat
Yeah, I
him up.
see a lot of them up. I Shoot Raw. People
Well-
always send me stuff.
Well, anytime you find it, just send the link, and Noah can send. We already have the form letter already written to take it down.
Cool.
But I am debating doing it on Amazon. The difference is you have to have it. They have to be individually bagged, tagged, and split into sizes. So I wouldn't sell them for $14.99 on there. But I actually think it may be less expensive by the time you're done. If I charge $17.99 and it's free Prime shipping,
Yeah.
it may still save you money, and it may
Equals out, yeah.
You're not spending $5 for shipping from us. It's just that so happens that when you ship stuff to Amazon, they print out a UPS label automatically, and it's under their account. And man, do they pay nothing for
Wow.
shipping because they ship obviously so much. They
Yeah.
just bought 26 airplanes.
Jesus.
Well, they bought a company. Well, they started to buy
My
into a
cousin
company
works for
and then-
Amazon Air.
Amazon Air?
Or whatever. He does all the Amazon stuff.
Yeah, that's new. Okay.
Yeah.
Audioblocks.com/go/fro. Store.froknowsphoto.com. Should have waited to talk about that. Go to store.froknowsphoto.com to pick up your I Shoot Raw t-shirts and more. Rode microphones. That's a video mic me. I hope they come up with one that attaches to the new iPhone 7 so I could use that.
Oh, the Lightning, yeah.
Yeah, so I could use it to talk. I mean, I could probably rig it up using the thing, but then I have to hold it.
Such a pain in the ass.
Pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Lexar Media Hub. Is that what it's called?
Smart Hub.
Smart Hub?
Yep.
I
Dan
looked
has
it
it
up.
set up right over there. If you can see it in the GoPro angle, which you probably can't. But yeah, it's next to his
Well,
laptop.
it's black. You may be able to see the blue light, though.
He uses it to dump all the footage every week for RAWtalk.
Then you've got Fro prize. You win my face. Ooh. Then you got Hoya. FroKnowsPhoto.com/guides. Squarespace.com/Fro to build your site. Go to FroKnowsPhoto.com/branding to get a free video guide. Videoblocks.com/go/Fro to get your video block stuff. Store.FroKnowsPhoto.com to pick up my bag.
Yeah.
Rode microphone. Each and every week. Can't wait to go to the Vegas. We got to then start announcing when that secret private show is.
Secret private
and
show.
And we're going to only pick a limited amount of people. So we're going to have people.
Optional.
People are going to submit and why they should be there. And then we're going to select them. It's going to be private.
Only the hottest of the hottest listeners will be there. Only the best. Only the hottest.
Look at how small your hands are.
Thank you.
Kessler Crane. Go to KesslerCrane.com/Fro. Get 10% off by using the code FRO10. Then we've got Spin Again, me on a what's that
Canon
thing
on
called?
his crotch.
A printer box.
Yep, Canon. And then AdoramaPix.com.
Yeah.
It's the holidays are coming up. Maybe I should get a new code from them.
You should.
So that you
It's been
can
a while.
get some AdoramaPix stuff.
So we can get Christmas cards. You can get Christmas cards through there.
So this is Christmas. Let's spin the wheel. I picked a name. Did you? But I'm not going to say it right now.
Okay.
Of course not. Why would you?
Steven, you ready?
Ready? Is that your bag? I think that's your bag.
All right, Steven, you spin it when Jared spins it.
I seriously hope one day it doesn't fly off and hit me in the face.
Oh, I hope that happens. I can't wait.
Around and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. The Wheel of Fro is going to stop on an amazing prize, an incredible prize. It's going to be my bag. Son of a bitch.
Oh my God! Every time.
Congratulations goes out to Mr. Brett Nielsen. Woo! He asked about the dicks.
Oh,
he didn't ask about the dicks.
The best question.
I brought up the dicks because
Clearly.
he brought up the naked women, and the teacher being saying you don't shoot the female form nude. That is just stupid.
Sexist.
I just grab
so
it.
Sexist.
I don't shoot it. I just grab it whenever I want.
All right, let's get the wheel out of here, and let's get to memes.
Let's do it.
All right, so people have sent in memes. I don't get to see them before the show.
Me either.
Todd is the one that verifies them and selects them. People have asked, do they all get shown? No. Some are a little vulgar.
Some of them suck.
But Todd does laugh at them. I still don't ever get to see them.
Some of them, like, there's no way I can show that.
We can't show some of the stuff that.
But there was a
gets
lot
in.
this week, so I think we're gonna have to narrow down our winners because there was 20 that I chose this week.
If you would like to send something in, send it to singwheeloffro@gmail.com.
And make sure you put your name in your file
Yes.
name.
Huge.
All right, let's get to the first one.
This is from Aaron Sesker. Legos are cool? Question mark.
And it's a high C orange.
These are all going to be about me, aren't they? Nerd! What do you mean Legos aren't cool?
I like that you're holding the
High C and then the
Ghostbusters car.
Yeah.
I used to drink High C orange.
And
in
I got
school.
these sweet glasses on.
Sweet glasses, bro. All right, next.
The next one's from Bastian Herman Frobuster.
And I have a crayon crown.
Oh,
you hear that? A crayon crown?
I'm like PV. I'm like
crown.
Peter Venkman.
Yep.
Oh,
Next one's from Brandon Bredehoff, Sexy Fro. Hey, Steven, want milk?
That's good. That's good.
That is good.
That's good.
Next one is also from Brandon, and this is called Extra Day.
Oh, my God.
I need an extra day. I'm putting together this Lego set.
It looks like little Steven.
I'm pretty sure it's his face in it. The next one is from Daniel Smith. It's called Road Invite.
Oh, it's a GIF.
And it's a GIF.
Kill the fro. I'm sorry, Road. Thanks,
Bindi
Road.
Irwin. That's funny.
That's it.
That's cute. That's funny. Next.
Next one's from David Stiffelbeam. Fro Knows Legos. New table. You guys have a new table there. That's pretty nice.
That's
and the next one is from Gary Starnes, and it's more Lego.
That's the Fro Factory.
Legos are awesome. I simply made fun of Steven, but secretly I love Legos too. Here's Dan. Hey guys, I think we have a flat tire. Damn it.
It says damn it.
And then mine says, check out my Lego cash cannon, guys. Next one is from James Sanders. Steven Knows Legos.
Oh, Jesus. When you go over to Steven's to check up on how the edit for RAWtalk 200 is going, actually Dan edits them now, then you find him with this, hashtag Steven Knows Legos.
The funny thing is you
Giant
actually
castle.
find Dan,
Yeah.
who's supposed to be editing RAWtalk.
Actually, Dan's doing Legos
Playing with
instead of
Legos.
This is exactly Dan, yeah.
And by the way, they're not Legos.
It's Lego.
It's Lego.
Plural form of Legos is
Lego.
Lego.
Thanks, nerds.
Lego.
Next one's from Jesse Purifoy. Steven Legos.
Excellent Photoshop job, I must say.
Perfect. The next one's from
Can't even tell.
him as well. It's called Tuck It.
From college to present, net gain of 7 chest hairs. Puberty has finally arrived.
Next one's from Justin.
I think your nipples got larger.
I think they did.
What?
I think you're lactating.
Milsh?
The next one's from Justin Basinger. Fro Knows Nudes. Fro Knows Photo Guide to Shooting Nudes. Hashtag tuck it in your waistband. Hashtag tuck that tip. Hashtag find the angles. Hashtag think about photography.
Look at that kid, man. Oh, man.
The next one's from Mike Crawford.
Oh, that's
It's
really good.
RAWtalk Legos. This one's awesome, and Mike Crawford also did the next one.
Wait, let's just stay
Oh,
on
yeah, I
this.
think I retweeted his tweet.
And this is the box set for Fro Knows Photo Legos.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Oh, okay, you're a winner.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're
Next
winning.
one
Really
is
good.
from Nolan Siren. Steven loves crowns.
Loves Lego crowns. It's looking great. Crayola crowns.
Steven, how's the edit going?
It says
Everything's awesome except this meme.
Look what the box says. The big crown for little fingers.
Next one's from Peter Bartlett. Fro Knows Legos.
That's good too.
There's the guys.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We need that afro.
This one's from
$19.
James Wilmus. Road to Legoland. RAWtalk episode 250, Road to Legoland. Hashtag straight out of focus. Hashtag still plays with Legos. Hashtag nerd. Hashtag we love Steven.
Where'd they get that from, Steven?
That's like a photo taken like 6 years ago. It must be on my Facebook page.
The funny thing is your hair still is on fleek.
Oh, fresh to
Look,
death,
look at
son.
look how tight his
that fade.
the thing in the front is.
That's a Coochie sweater, by the way.
Oh,
FYI,
Gucci sweater
a
to
black
know.
Coochie sweater.
That's racist, and it's not as good as a rainbow one.
Next one's from Rocket Bear. Fro Knows GoPro. I can't get this off if I only played with Legos.
Funny.
That is hard to get off, though. I
Next
will
one
say.
is from Sam Falaziz. Fro Knows Legos again, and it's a Porsche. I told you, Steven, I will only accept the best of the best Lego. Now, which one is my real Porsche?
But when it breaks down, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters.
God damn it, not another Porsche. And the next one's from Steven Filipponier of The Look. That look you get after watching 199 episodes of RAWtalk to catch up before the 200th. Well, thank you. Last one is from Zenjig J. We stab only raw.
Raise that F number. I'm not in focus.
Oh,
We stab only raw. Jared looks
Three
really
Musketeers.
sexy there.
Hey, I think I have guy liner on in
You
that.
do.
you
That's
do.
from the ad from the Fro Knows Photo Show.
Oh,
Remember?
yes.
Yeah. 1-800.
So that was that,
Shoot
guys. That's all. That's a Lego-centric bunch of memes.
All right,
It's a lot of memes, man.
The guy Crawford,
Mike
Crawford.
Yeah,
He gets
that box
one?
set is
Definitely.
awesome. Yep.
Fro Knows Photo Guide to Shooting Nudes. No.
Well, you definitely liked what Milsh. You like
You
that?
love the Milsh one,
The
yeah.
Milsh one was funny. What else?
I think the first one was
Well, then you'll
the high C.
Brandon Brushkoff.
All right. Well, I will say I like Nolan Siron's the crayon Lego.
Yeah, that's true.
Thing is pretty good.
So those three.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
So thank you guys. That was funny.
Whew, that was funny.
We hope we gave you enough fodder
Lego man
to do last week, which you did.
Oh yeah, I went to town.
That's pretty cool. So if you'd like to send in your memes, send them to singwheelofFro@gmail.com, and maybe you will be winning a free guide, which Dan is keeping track of names so that we can then email them their free guide because we have their email.
So if you don't get a guide, blame Dan.
Well, maybe.
Blame Dan.
Dan. So I think that brings us close to the end of the show, which means Dan's going to hand me a piece of paper with this week's hashtags on it.
And begin.
If he didn't actually keep track of
Here's
that.
4,000 of them.
What do you mean if I could read them? Your handwriting sucks. Hashtag...
The first one was really long, I remember.
Crushed it.
Of course.
Oh, hashtag Dan has too much time. Hashtag stop being so Lego. Hashtag grab.
Can I read it?
Attempt to.
Hashtag grab. Oh, that is a tough one to read.
Dan, can you go to Todd's mic and just read these, please?
Grab it by the lens, baby. Hashtag clickbait. Hashtag sundeep. Hashtag goodbye Jew. Hashtag crown. Hashtag start with less words. And I think that's it.
Good.
Okay. So, that's RAWtalk episode 201. You get all the photo news stories and more over at FroKnowsPhoto.com/RAWtalk-201. Please leave your comments down below. Please like, share, do whatever you like to this. Please put hashtags down below. Please hashtag things all over the world. Meme it up. If you like the edits that Dan's been doing by adding extra spice, which I didn't even know he added extra spice to the videos.
Lady watch.
I don't. I'm already here right now. Then please do that. Don't forget to vote when it's time to vote. And you guys want to add anything?
Nope.
I think Dan's going to do a guided tour of the Lego setup, so stick around after the show.
Yeah. So stick around for a guided tour of the Lego setup coming up right after I sign off. Right meow. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.